Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. So glad to have you here. I was watching a video this morning on the brain and how the brain is wired to be concerned about things. And, our brain body system, our nervous system, the physical part of us, of this vehicle that we walk around in, has a setup that is on the alert for danger. It's on the alert for things that have hurt us in the past. It's on the alert for um, the flashy, shiny things all around us. And our brains are really wired to be distracted in a certain sense, either distracted to watch for danger or distracted to watch for the things that it wants more of, those shiny, flashy things, or the things that taste good, or the things um, that soothe us from all the other distractions that we don't care for necessarily. And as I was listening to this video, I was thinking, yeah, that is true. That is very true. And those of us who are um, even wanting to meditate kind of have an intuitive, innate awareness of that. And we feel like, oh, I need something to soothe myself. I need something to quiet myself down. So in that, you already have an understanding of that pull on the brain that takes you somewhere else that you don't want to be. You have that sense within you that says, that's just too much. I don't want more of all that other stuff. And I can feel that it pulls me out of my center and I just don't want it. And so we sit down and we meditate and we try to let those things go as best as we can. But I think it's helpful to have that piece of awareness that this brain that we have is wired to be distracted. It's wired to be distracted. So when we are consciously trying to soothe ourselves and be more centered, having that awareness of, okay, this is my brain that is distracting me. It's supposed to do that. It's designed to do that. But I don't have to, because we are not our brain. We are not the brain. We are not that organ. We are not that system in the body of the nervous system. It's our consciousness, the life within us that uses that nervous system to do what it needs to do. And there's just a point that we come to when our consciousness, our awareness, the part of us that uses this body, that uses this nervous system, says, I don't really like getting pulled around by the ups and downs. I don't like getting pulled around by the flashy things that are then disappointing once I have it. And, I don't like getting pulled around by anxiety that tells me I should be afraid of this, that, or the other thing. That nervous system was awesome when we were living on the land, getting chased by cheetahs and things, but we're not that anymore. We have a much more sophisticated society, but our brains have not developed from that. They have not evolved from that. There was a study one time, I wish I could remember more details about it, but it basically said, humans today have the exact same brain that we had once we became human beings, Homo sapiens, versus all the other evolutions of humans that came before that. So our brains have not developed for a really long time. And my theory on that, and that's what it is, it's just a theory, is that our brains won't evolve until they are tired of doing what they've always done, protecting us from danger. And the only way that's going to happen is for us to take charge more consciously. When we're on automatic, that's what the brain's doing all the time. It's protecting us from something, or chasing something else. And it's our job to stop. And as we stop that, we can't stop it, right? It's a part of us. It will always be on the alert, but we can help transform that natural human function into something higher. That's what our intuition uses to send us messages, that nervous system, that alertness, but we can use it at the human level, or we can take that to a higher level and use it as a spiritual level, if you will, or if you want to talk just basic evolution, we're taking our brains and using more of our brains to think more clearly, to be less grabbed by emotions, whether it's the good emotions that we like and we want more of, or the difficult emotions that we try to avoid at all costs. And when we're done going back and forth from those, and we're ready to teach the brain to evolve, there's just this natural sense of I just need to get away. I just need to be quiet. I just need some time to myself. And all those are indicators that you're ready and on the track of using your brain in a higher way. So I just like that science part of this, because there's such value in meditation that goes beyond just feeling better for a half an hour, or just having a moment of quiet. There's a lot more going on with that. And the more we work with that, of course, the stronger that higher use of the nervous system becomes. So anyway, that's why we're here today. So I invite you to just kind of work with that and just work with soothing that nervous system and giving it less credit, giving it less attention. And we can use our breath for that. We can use a mantra, we can use music. We have our collective energy today, gathering together to support each other in this time. So just relax in the place you are. And take a couple of deep breaths, because that does help the nervous system, that does help the physical body, the muscles, and all the organs relax and be on the alert that we are shifting gears to a more peaceful state, a more relaxed state, less active, more present. I invite you this morning to find the place within you where you feel most able to observe the nervous system and its goings on. It will do what it's going to do. It's going to bring up thoughts, maybe emotion. But we're looking for the place where we can be most attentive, most aware, most present. Perhaps that place is located in or near your heart center. You can just sit and relax and perhaps feel the nervous system doing its thing. But you're not chasing it. Your awareness, your attention is not chasing it. Just letting it be. letting more of your attention be at your center versus the activity in the body or the mind. Maybe it's your bottom in your seat, your chair, or your back against whatever it is you're leaning on. Your feet on the floor. And if you feel your center is in your head, see if you can just pull it somewhere a little farther away from the throne of the central nervous system, that mind. Even if it feels a little bit more of a task, you can pull it away from the head. We're going to begin our quick breath exercise we've done before, where we breathe in to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 4. Just in and out through the nose. No need to do any breath acrobatics here. We're just breathing in to the count of 4. If your lung capacity feels like 5 is more natural, breathe in to the count of 5 and exhale to the count of 5. And this conscious breath helps regulate that nervous system. It's just like a machine functioning inside of us, and it's a machine that functions the way it's been taught to function, the way it's been trained to function. So we use our attention, our awareness, our conscious breath to retrain that nervous system. And included in that is our muscular system, circulatory system, all of our system, our digestive system, all become relaxed and in harmony with one another. Continue your breathing in to the count of 4, out to the count of 4. And we've used the statements with our breath. Pure air in as we inhale, everything else out as we exhale. Cleansing the whole mind-body system with our breath and our awareness. Pure air in, everything else out. pure air in, everything else out. As you inhale, feel that pure air coming in and through you, every cell of your body. Breathing out, releasing everything else. This is if there's a wind coming on you from the front. It's pure air coming in, and it just blows everything out behind you. A steady breeze, cooling you, so refreshing, so soothing. And when your mind wanders, which it will, that's what it does, gently bring it back to your breath, to that center you found that is grounding and strong, not forceful, strong. And when we're in this soothing, centered, grounded place, with the awareness that this body nervous system is going to try to drag us where we don't need to be dragged, or make us afraid of or nervous about things that we don't need to be afraid of or nervous about. We can look at what's happening in our world around us much differently. Those day-to-day situations and people in our lives, instead of reacting to them, knowing that those reactions come from the nervous system and how our nervous systems have been trained over the years. We can have a new awareness that, okay, maybe there's a different way for me to respond. And when we can step back in those moments and say, okay, my nervous system is saying one thing, but what's the better thing to do in this situation? What's the more evolved thing to do in this situation? And we might be very surprised at our answers that we receive. There are times when the nervous system can say, be afraid when we need to be strong. And there are other times when the nervous system says, fight and be strong when we need to just be, let it pass. And in order to be in tune with those higher answers, our meditation time is the training that we do. So right now, make a commitment to yourself to try this out. Just practice with it. Saying, okay, my nervous system is telling me to do A, but let me get still and calm and see if A is still the right answer. Maybe it is, or maybe it isn't. But you'll know by how your body feels. And if you can't tell the difference yet, you will. You'll be able to tell when your body is causing you to make decisions out of fear or a desire, an attraction to something flashy and shiny in the world that really doesn't serve you ultimately. Maybe for a few seconds in the moment it does, but sometimes those are the decisions we make that we go, oh my gosh, why did I do that? We begin to learn the impulses of that brain, body, nervous system that's been trained a certain way, and it is what it is, but we're here because we want to learn how to operate from that more evolved consciousness within us. So if you need to go about your day and practice what we're talking about today, please join with me right now in taking a couple of deep breaths to help us switch gears into starting our day. If you're able to continue meditating, just be here, be right where you are, and just keep that breath going. Pure air in, everything else out. And either way, thank you for being here today. I wish you the very best Halloween, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week and have fun practicing this. You'll get to learn your own responses, and it's such a gift. Bye-bye.